Good morning. So today I'd like to bring you the message for the 14th of August. These are timeless, so whenever you come across it, there will be something here for you. If you would like to sit or to lay down, to open your energy, to drop into your heart, to connect to your essence, to ground into the central sun of Mother Earth, then this is for you. You have come further than you think. Beloved soul, sometimes we become so accustomed to looking towards what is next that we forget to turn around and notice just how far we have already travelled. So today, pause, not to measure yourself against anybody else, not to decide whether you should have achieved more by now, simply to recognise the journey you have already made. There are things once you could not imagine carrying, but now you carry them with great wisdom. There are situations that once consumed your thoughts that no longer have the same hold. There are lessons you did not choose, but you learned anyway. There are versions of yourself you have quietly outgrown. There are parts of you that have survived every season you thought might break you. This alone deserves recognition. Growth is not always dramatic. Sometimes it looks like responding differently. Sometimes it looks like no longer needing to explain yourself. Sometimes it is the moment you realize that something which you felt once impossible, has become a part of your story. You may not feel transformed. You may simply feel like yourself, and that is how it should be. But perhaps that in itself is the transformation. You have become more deeply acquainted with who you are beneath the expectations, disappointments, fears, and identities that life has placed around you. Today, honour that knowing. Think about the person you were a year ago. What did they worry about? What did they believe they needed to tolerate? What did they think they could never change? What did they long for but perhaps feel unable to name? And then look gently at yourself now. Maybe you are still walking towards some of those things, and that is absolutely okay. Progress is not invalidated because the destination has not yet been reached. Sometimes the greatest evidence of movement is the fact that you are no longer standing in exactly the same place while believing you are. You have gathered experience. You have developed discernment. You have learned where your energy belongs. You have discovered that some doors are not meant to be forced open. You have learned that some endings create space rather than emptiness. You have learned that your own pace matters. And perhaps you have also discovered that you can begin again and again if it's really necessary. And that is one of life's greatest gifts. The knowledge and that the ending does not have to become a sentence. You are allowed another chapter, another attempt, another dream, another way of loving, and another way of living, and to enjoy another version of yourself. So if there is something in your life that is not yet resolved, Do not use its incompletion as evidence that you have failed. Some stories are still unfolding. Some seeds are still beneath the soil. Some answers are still gathering themselves. You can be proud of how far you have come while remaining open to where you are going. Both can be true. Both can be honored. You can honor the past without returning to it. You can appreciate what taught you without needing to repeat the lesson. You can realize an old identity without rejecting the person who once needed it. There is compassion in this. Speak kindly to your former selves. They were doing the best they could with what they knew at the time. They carried you here, and now you carry them forward through wisdom rather than regret. Perhaps today is a beautiful day to say thank you. Thank you for the version of you who kept going. Thank you to the one who rested when continuing was impossible. Thank you to the one who tried again. Thank you to the one who finally said no. Thank you to the one who dared to hope. Thank you to the one who stayed tender even after experiencing reasons to become hard. All of these cells belong to your journey. They have shaped you. They have joined you. They have molded who you are today. None of them were wasted. As you look towards what comes next, you do not need to take every old fear with you. Leave some of the weight behind. Take the wisdom. Take the love. Take the lessons. And take the courage. But leave behind the belief that you must suffer to deserve what is good. Leave behind the need to prove your worth. Leave behind the expectation that your future must resemble your past. There is more available to you than you have already known, and you are allowed to meet it as a person you are now. Today, stand quietly in the middle of your own becoming. You do not have to rush towards the next threshold. Simply recognize this one. You have come further than you think. You have grown in ways you may not really fully see. You have survived, learned, softened, strengthened, and continued. And that is worthy of honor and recognition. Let this day be a quiet acknowledgement to yourself. Not perfection, not completion, just presence. You are here. You are still becoming. And there is still beauty and a beautiful life ahead of you. And the closing affirmation for today, I will say slowly. I honor the journey that brought me here. I recognize the wisdom, courage, and growth I have gathered along the way. I recognize what no longer belongs to me and carry forward only what strengthens, enlightens, and nourishes my becoming. And if you'd like to place a hand on your heart, I have come further than I think. I am more than I once believed I could be. And I trust the beautiful life that is still unfolding before me. May you walk with ease. May you see through knowledge. May you discern the next chapter. Carry what is precious. Release what is old. I kana sun kora ori ikiyasan. Inai kiayasu. Shuko ai kinai ikahoho. Ahina san. Ora unasuni ikiai. Ara arunoisi. Ishara ara inaha. Kanisi anusu. Ukwai. Inkai ni arsun. Shunora ararikia. Isikian kara ara urinaha. Shuai kiai kianaha. Unko I kiai kianasun. There is beauty. There is honor. There is wisdom. You carry with dignity, with grace. Today, honor that. Honor your light. Honor your journey. And honor the becoming of who you truly are. Until we meet again, Namaste.